She says she's just being nice, but something feels different. Is she secretly into you? In this video, I'll reveal 17 subtle, seductive signs that she's thinking about you, a lot more than she lets on. If you spot even 5, chances are she's already hooked. She smiles when you're not around. You might not be there to witness it, but others might notice. A coworker might say, "Hey, I saw her looking at her phone and smiling. Was that your message?" That spontaneous smile that appears when she's thinking of you, even in your absence, is one of the purest signs that you're on her mind. She's not just being polite. There's something about you, your words, your presence, that stays with her, and that joy leaks out in private moments. Welcoming and open body language is another undeniable clue. When she's with you, her arms aren't crossed, she's not leaning away, she's relaxed, open, maybe even leaning in. Her posture says, "I'm comfortable here. I feel good with you." The way someone physically presents themselves around you speaks volumes. Her gestures are unguarded, her eyes attentive, and her body language invites connection. This openness suggests not just comfort but emotional availability. It's not a passive signal, it's intentional. She flirts over text, not just occasionally but regularly. And it's not just subtle. There's playfulness, teasing, maybe a little emoji flirtation. You text her, and she responds with energy, with excitement, maybe even initiates the flirty vibe. If she's going out of her way to make conversations lively, seductive, and just a bit cheeky, she's not doing it by accident. She's emotionally engaged. She's testing the waters to see how you'll respond. Her messages become more than just digital chatter. They're digital intimacy. She texts you most days, not with anything heavy or overbearing, just those casual check-ins that come out of nowhere. How's your day? Did your meeting go well? Or maybe saw this and thought of you. These are not just conversational fillers. They're acts of care, of consistency, of her reaching across the void of the day to stay connected. It shows you're not just someone she talks to when she's bored. You've become part of her daily rhythm. She talks about you to other people. Her friends, your friends, even her family might have heard your name come up. If her friends giggle when you walk into the room, or your coworkers say she's mentioned you, it means you've made a mark. When someone can't stop talking about another person, it's because they're occupying emotional space. She's not just sharing your name, she's sharing stories, moments, details. She's painting a picture of someone who matters. She touches you when you're together. These aren't accidental brushes, they're deliberate, even if they seem subtle. Her hand lingers when she passes something to you. Her knee bumps yours and she doesn't pull away. Maybe she touches your arm when she laughs, or fixes your collar as an excuse. These small gestures break the physical barrier and are loaded with meaning. Touch is one of the most intimate, primal ways we show interest. Once she initiates it, she's signaling comfort, attraction, and desire. She's there for you when things get tough. You've had a long day, and suddenly she's checking in. You're stressed, and she offers to listen. She remembers that thing you were dreading and asks how it went. This goes beyond casual interest. This is someone investing emotionally. Someone who wants to be a steady presence in your life. It's not something friends always do unless there's something deeper forming. She makes space for your struggles, and that means she's already imagined herself in your life long term. She gets nervous around you. You notice she fidgets, maybe speaks a little faster, or plays with her hands or jewelry. Her voice might waver slightly, or she might overthink what she's saying. These signs of nervousness don't mean she's uncomfortable. They mean she cares. She's emotionally invested in how you perceive her. Especially if the nervousness grows after a few dates, it's a sign that her feelings are intensifying. The pressure of being seen by someone you like is real, and it shows. She laughs at your jokes, even the ones that aren't funny. Not because she's patronizing you, but because there's a connection. Humor is deeply bonding. When she laughs with you, it means you've cracked her emotional armor. You're creating shared joy, which makes her associate you with good feelings. And when she remembers your jokes later, laughing at them when you're not around, that's emotional imprinting. You've created moments she wants to relive. She stares at you when you're not looking. Maybe you catch her gaze in a reflection, or you glance up and she quickly looks away. These aren't coincidences. When we're drawn to someone, we can't help but look. It's magnetic. She's watching you not just to admire, but to understand, to memorize, to soak in the presence of someone she's intrigued by. This silent observation reveals what words often hide. She remembers small details, not just your birthday, but how you take your coffee, your favorite snack, the name of your childhood dog. When you casually mention something, she locks it in and brings it up later. These aren't just memory tricks. They're signs of deep attention. She's listening with intention, because your words matter to her. This kind of recall doesn't happen with everyone. It happens with someone who's genuinely invested. Her friends know how she feels about you before you do. You meet them, and they already seem to know your favorite movie, your habits, or your last funny story. That means she's been talking, sharing, gushing, and if they tease her around you, it's because they've heard it all before. When a woman shares her feelings with her friends, it's because those feelings are real. She's not playing games. She's seeking validation and processing her emotions with her inner circle. She shares personal information with you. Vulnerability is never random. When she opens up about her past, her fears, her dreams, or something that made her cry last week, she's building trust. She wants you to see who she really is beneath the surface. It's her saying, "I want to be seen by you." And when someone shares pieces of themselves they don't share with everyone, it's a sacred exchange. It's intimacy in progress. She tells you when she's free. "I've got nothing going on Thursday. I'm off next weekend." She's not just telling you her schedule, she's opening a door. It's her subtle way of inviting plans without having to directly ask. She's signaling availability and hoping you'll take the hint. This is her saying, "I want to spend time with you, but I need you to make the move." When she gives you these windows, it's not random. It's opportunity dressed as casual conversation. She wants to hang out one-on-one. Group settings are fine, but she keeps trying to isolate moments with just the two of you. Whether it's running an errand, taking a break together, or grabbing a quick bite without the rest of the crew, she's curating alone time. That's not just for better conversation, it's to deepen the connection. In one-on-one settings, people let their guard down. She wants that version of you. She wants something that feels more personal, more intimate, more like a date, even if it isn't labeled that way yet. She has long, flowing conversations with you. With others, the talk might be short, polite, even a little awkward. But with you, it just flows. Time disappears. Topics dive deeper. She remembers what you said last week and circles back to it. These conversations aren't accidental. She's thought about what to talk to you about. She's thought about how to connect. If the conversations feel easy, endless, and emotionally rich, it's because she's invested in keeping you emotionally engaged. She jokes about you being a couple. It's playful, indirect, and a little ambiguous. "If I were your girlfriend, I'd totally steal your fries. We should just get married if we're both single by 35. These aren't just harmless jokes. They're tests, probes, invitations. She wants to see how you react, if you'll laugh, if you'll flirt back, if you'll entertain the idea. It's her way of planting the seed. Humor is a safe disguise for real feelings, and she's using it to test the waters without risking vulnerability. These signals aren't just cute moments. They're behavioral patterns. They tell a story of someone who is thinking about you often, who's imagining a deeper connection, who's trying to build something without saying it outright. Every glance, every message, every spontaneous joke is a thread in the tapestry she's weaving in your direction. She's measuring your responses, tracking your interest, and carefully stepping into a space where more can happen. Because when a woman truly likes you, it's not always fireworks and confessions. Sometimes it's the way she lights up at your texts, the way she listens just a bit too closely, or the way she stays just a little longer when she doesn't have to. In the space between what's said and what's left unsaid, there's truth. And if you're seeing these signs, feeling this energy, noticing her presence in the quiet details of your life, you already know the answer.